Super Earth, bastion of peace, prosperity, and managed democracy. For 100 years, our colonists have toiled happily to enshrine the unquestionable rule of freedom. But now, our enemies rise from the shadows once more. The tyrannical Terminids spread unfettered across the galaxy. The socialist automatons terrorize innocent families. Babes are torn from their mothers, voters from their ballots. In this time of need, Super Earth once again calls upon her mightiest, bravest, most obedient heroes, the Helldivers. No cost is too high. No sacrifice is too great. You are democracy's most elite, least hesitant defenders. The Terminids will be contained. The automatons dismantled. You will grind our enemies into oblivion. For freedom, for managed democracy, for Super Earth! Super Earth, our home, our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. And you could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Experience true freedom.
Requesting air support!
The freedom to travel the galaxy and secure the resources we need to build a better tomorrow. The freedom to encounter fascinating life forms and introduce them to our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends and represent the best of what Super Earth has to offer. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together to spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy. Become part of something larger than yourself. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver. Becoming a Helldiver may result in decapitation or mortification. Not all Helldivers survive. Attention, citizens. The tide of war is turning against us. As we battle against the bugs for democracy, the automaton threat grows more menacing by the day. We need valiant soldiers to infiltrate their planets, take on these deadly robotic hordes, and spread our message of peace and democracy. Use the galaxy's most advanced weaponry. Fight alongside a squad worth dying for. And bring democracy to the universe once and for all. Join the Helldivers. Join the fight for freedom.
Helldivers to Hellpods.
Reinforcing!
Hellpod launch initiated.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
They arrived without warning, laying waste to our peaceful colonies, crushing all resistance. They stole our citizens' homes and their minds, and something much, much worse, their freedom. But when our citizens are attacked, our greatest heroes arrive to set them free. Together, we will save our people from this tortured existence. For we are those who stand in the way of all tyranny, who will give our lives today for a freer tomorrow, who will take back control of freedom. And deliver peace to our homes. We are the Helldivers. Attention, Helldivers! This is a galactic emergency. The true Illuminate invasion has arrived. Planetary defenses are overwhelmed. In a sudden, completely unprovoked offensive, they emerged. Nothing is safe. Not even the heart of democracy itself. Liberty's darkest hour approaches. Super Earth needs you. All Helldivers to Hellpods. The battle for humanity has begun. Democracy burns. Super Earth has been invaded. The Illuminate Scourge lays waste to hallowed ground. Cities in ruins. Families torn apart. Flags disrespectfully soiled. Billions of votes have already been lost. Could this be the end of managed democracy? Not today. Now is the time for full mobilization. Every defender of peace, rally to arms. We will turn our streets into our battlefield. Our playgrounds into our theater of war. We will form the clenched fist of democracy and show them what true freedom is. Disciplined, armed, and absolute. Join the fight. Super Earth needs you.
Freedom. What is it worth? For some, the answer is simple. Everything. As our fiercest foes march towards extinguishing our freedom. Now more than ever, we need more Helldivers. We need more recruits.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Will you make the ultimate sacrifice? Now is the time to join the Helldivers. galactic war. Your chance to serve, to fight, and to sacrifice for a freer tomorrow. Were you there when we conquered the creek?
Yeah, I was there.
Were you there when we cleansed the super colony?
I was there!
Were you there when we set our citizens free?
I was there.
They were there! Were you? Helldivers across the galaxy have been fighting the fight of freedom. Using the latest advanced weaponry to spread our message of peace. But the war effort needs your effort. With Liberty's enemies closing in from every front, and death and destruction lurking behind every corner, there's never been a better time to become a Helldiver. We have the technology. We have the firepower. All we need is you. So next time we defend freedom, be there. Next time we kill our enemies without hesitation, be there. Next time we are there, be there. Be part of an elite fighting force and protect the galaxy from all that threatens managed democracy. Join the Helldivers.
Here comes the warrior now. Here comes the warrior.